Warning! This video contains flashing lights, so if your opponent having seizures and or you're epileptic, be very careful and tread lightly, cause you might get yourself hurt, sucker! So with that being said, make sure you enjoy the video. Hopefully you had a happy Halloween. Fred Durst, obviously. So let's jump right into it. Yeah! Bring it on! This is one of the most shocking websites you could have came across a few years back. The video displayed when entering will leave many people traumatized for life, and just like kekma.ga, this sister website keeps you locked in for a ride by not allowing you to leave instantly. This discontinued website is called WomensAlliance.XYZ. It's another bait and switch site by the same degenerate who made Kekma, but this website never rose to the same level of infamy even though it came out around the same time. The second you click it, you're faced with this page that contains similar text to kekma.ga. It reads, "This website contains stories of female empowerment. Some of these stories may upset or offend sensitive viewers. This site is unsuitable for children, 18 plus only." Now this also has a big ass enter button on top as well, with a background that looks like a nursing home's wallpaper scattered with female signs and like a kissy lady as the main grab. The exact moment you click on this link, essentially what happens is it full screens the entire webpage and it makes it very difficult to get out of it, just like Kekma. Mind you, this is a sister website to Kekma, and if you don't know what kekma.ga is, I went over it just about a week ago, and essentially when you click on Kekma, it locks your computer, you're in full screen mode. The background is a guy's face that was clawed off by a bear, and the video in the middle is a guy screwing a screw into his piss pipe while he's pissing and gushing into a bathtub. Incredibly graphic content, and on top of that, it's a guy moaning very, very loud to shock the person. This Women's Alliance is a sister website by the exact same individual, obviously created to shock people. Now here, let me tell you what, it is a million times worse than Kekma. I'm not pissing around. I'm not douching around. Way worse than Kekma. It blows Kekma out of the water. How so? Well, instead of just showing you one little clip of a guy, screwing a screw into his piss pipe, it shows you a compilation, a mini mixtape, if you will, of just straight gore that is strictly women. There's no men, no nothing. Strictly women being butchered, mutilated. There's also a chick, I guess her breasts are rotting away from cancer, so it's like leaking pus. There's also women's cooties that are maggot infested, and it's just leaking. It's horrifying. Mind you, this is minutes long. This is clip after clip after clip after clip after clip after clip of just some very graphic content, people. Absolutely horrible. And guess what? The entire time this is going on, it plays Pretty Woman going down the street. And when you try to get out of it, obviously, it's going to keep you there. It's going to say, are you sure you want to leave? You click yes. And no, it's going to keep you there as long as possible. Now, you may think, hey, maybe I'll just click something on my keyboard, which if you do that, it pulls up a fake prompt. And when you get that fake prompt and you say, yes, I want to leave, starts threatening you. No, I'm not making that up. It actually starts threatening you in real time. And it starts quoting a band called Devourment, which is a death metal band, which is one of the worst genres in metal history. I know someone in the comment section would say, oh, some the guy just as Fred Durst. Yeah, Fred Durst is awesome. So is Limp Bizkit and nu metal. Nu metal is one of the greatest genres ever. Death metal, every person in death metal sounds exactly the same. Like a whole bunch of Tasmanian devils that got their nuts stuck in a jar. And if you translate whatever that gibberish is, you get these quotes right here. These are the prompts that come up. These threats. You slug buckets. I'll show you everlasting pain. I'll throw you bitches in ditches. And just these stupid little, threats. Exactly what you expect. These over-the-top, really edgy lyrics. I'm gonna make sure you suffer for eternity. +1. Get the fuck out of here. Now, this website wasn't up and running until October 6th of 2020. And here's the thing about that. It wasn't getting many views. It wasn't getting much traffic, if any at all. Up until the following year, July of 2021, where the notoriety was going up. People were talking about it, oh my God, have you seen Women's Alliance? It's horrible. And then the exact next month, plug pulled, shut down. It was over. Put a fork in it. This turkey's ready for gobbling. Completely over. And here's the thing. It was by the exact same guy who made kekma.ga, which is what I talked about earlier. And the guy's name is Obak Meat God, which I don't know why you would want to call yourself a god of meat. A meats god. Whatever that means, I don't want to fucking decipher. Okay, and here's the thing. A lot of people were telling me, Johnny, ColdRaven, Raven, Mr. Nestling, whatever you want to call me, he got his name from a guy who was in a community for a game called Dwarf Fortress. Oh, that really made him look a whole lot better. He is associated with a game called Dwarf Fortress. He totally does not look like an entire fucking dork sitting in a basement in a black cloak rolling 80-sided dice. I don't care where he got his name from. The fact is, that's what he calls himself. Okay, so he is a god of meat to his own admission. I don't care, okay? It's like if tomorrow I change myself to The Undertaker and someone makes a video about me. Does that person now have to disclose the history of the name Undertaker and go over an entire WWE, WWF documentary? No, because it's fucking irrelevant. So who gives a shit where he got his name from? The fact is he calls himself a meat god. That's all that's important. Anyway, moving on from that, the website's creation was not just made to shock people, but to expand that kekma territory, this subculture genre. We're expanding our lands into target feminism, because this was also at the time where it was like peak feminism. You know, the 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, the feminist owned, feminist dunked on. These feminists are stupid because, mind you, there was a lot of women who were in high positions and had platforms who would sit there and say things like all men are pigs, all men need to be leashed, and there was that thing called manspreading. Oh, if you don't know what manspreading is, essentially because men have, you know, groins and we have balls, we can't close our leg. We just can't. It's not possible without crushing our nuts. So we sit there with our legs open because, I don't know, I don't want to crush my nuts. And feminists call that manspreading. And now that I just explained what manspreading is, that is now called mansplaining. Yes, if you are a man and you explain something to somebody, you are now mansplaining. And I guess because I'm alive and I'm breathing, I'm now man living. You just couldn't be a man during that time. It's just not good. You couldn't be a man. Horrible stuff. And like, oh my God, do you bench more than 80 pounds? That's toxic masculinity. And it's just, God, it was horrible. And then you had these guys who are making those compilations, which was, it's not as cringe, but it was up there where they were like, you know, the entire feminist owned, and you got like the little Pepe frog in the corner laughing, and it's like, dude, if you're unironically using the Pepe frog, Fred Durst doesn't approve. You smell like shit, bitch. Let me tell you what, really, Pepe frog? You think that's funny or something? Like, God, take a fucking shower, sucker. Good Lord. Anyway, so here's the thing about this. It wasn't originally supposed to be targeting feminists. It's 2020, people. It was supposed to be targeting BLM originally. And the website was not supposed to be called Women's Alliance. It was supposed to be called Brown Action. Yes, it was supposed to troll BLM, and it was called Brown Action, but that got scrapped for a couple of reasons. Well, it wasn't going to be anywhere near as shocking. That's one of the reasons, because mind you, this website hosted a compilation of women being butchered, maggot-infested clams, and just horrible stuff, and a breast leaking pus. And obviously, when you go to the other stuff, you're not going to find stuff anywhere near as shocking. And on top of that, there was supposed to be, you know, malware at some point, which that could run you into legal issues. And with all of that, this website, in comparison to views, was nothing more than a pissant when compared to Kekma. Now, when you put these two websites side by side, you'll notice that Women's Alliance is completely paled in comparison to Kekma. As Kekma amassed 30 million visits, this website only had about 151,000. This website only lasted under a year, while Kekma lasted for many years. And on top of that, this website only had a few countries that visited it, most notable that being Bangladesh, Taiwan, and India, while Kekma was seen by like 99% of the globe. Now, the main reason this got around was obviously, as you would assume, people sending it to one another, and on top of that, it had a huge history inside of Discords. Yeah, according to Screamer Wiki, that was kind of like the main source, people sending it to one another through Discord. Again, as you would expect, because apparently this is seen as epic John Charleston prank. This is so funny. Hey dude, you want to know what would be a funny prank? If I sent someone a compilation of women getting torn to bits. Guys, that's horrifying. That's not a prank. You don't want to send something, gross. It's gross. Send something this graphic? That's horrifying. Good lord. And damn! Anyway, this should be the end of the video, as you would assume. No, because I'm pissed, okay? Because last week when I made my kekma video, guys, if you're new here, I'm going to run you up to speed. I made a kekma video last week, which again was the original website. This is a sister website, kind of like a follow-up or a part 2, call it a sequel. And the guy who made this, he made a movie called the Kekma movie, which had YouTube poops in it. And I said YouTube poops are brain rot, which created a gigantic discussion. It opened up a can of worms I had no intention of opening, where there was a discussion on whether or not YouTube poops are brain rot. It is brain rot. What are you talking about? What are you think sitting there saying, eat your dinner, or you can't have spaghetti, you gay Luigi? That's not... You're telling me that's not brain rot? What are you talking? That's totally brain rot. Brain rot isn't just a tra-la-leo, tra-la-la, and the 6-1, and the 6-7. Guys, brain rot is anything that is just pure trash. It's just anything that makes you drool from your mouth, like, gorp. That's what brain rot is. That is the definition of brain rot. This is a garbage. It's just pure, unadulterated, liquid shit from a sick dog's ass crack. That is what brain rot is. It's not sitting there to be this amazing masterpiece. What do you want me to do when SpongeBob is like, the sky had a Ouija? Guys, what is that? That is brain rot. That is completely trash. All of it. And I've seen more YouTube poops than any of you guys. I have. I'm older than a good amount of you guys. I can see my analytics. Some of you guys are 19 and 20, 21, 25. Been seeing this for years. I have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTube poops. All of them are garbage. All of them are complete and utter brain rot. This is not up for discussion. Finish your dinner. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Hey, guys, he said spaghetti for the millionth time. He said spaghetti again. Hold on, guys. Wait, you're going to do it again. Oh, do the thing. Do the spaghetti. Ah! Do it again. Do the thing. Spaghetti. Ah! Do it again. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. You sound stupid to me. Okay? You sound stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. All of it is garbage. All of it is brain rot. That's not open for discussion. So sit the fuck down and shut up. And my rib cage is pulling. Guys, that hurt so bad. I was trying to ignore that. That hurt so bad. Look what you did to me. Look what you made me do. Anyway, now that's the end of the video. I'm your boy Raven Durst, Fred Durst. Hopefully you had a horrible Halloween. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Suckers! Come on! Like, favorite, share, most of the comments, subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.